Are you bored with your life? Are you sick and tired of living the same day over and over and over again? Do you question, is everything ever going to change? Do you question, are you going to feel this way forever? Are you going to feel depressed, anxious, worried, miserable forever? Do you want more for yourself? Do you want purpose in your life? You're literally one decision, one choice away from a new beginning, one choice away from change, away from a new existence for yourself. You can make that choice today. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. We have a choice every single day to make a change for ourselves, to make something different for our lives. And this used to trigger me. This used to trigger me when somebody said to me before, I chose this or I chose this. I'm like, I chose that based on my conditioning, based on my trauma. But at the end of the day, I still chose it. We feel like we're trapped in these toxic relationships, in these toxic work environments, in this toxic family dynamic. But we're never trapped. We're never actually trapped. We only perceive ourselves to be trapped. We actually have that choice. We have that choice to make a change. And I've suffered from depression and anxiety. I've been to the deepest, darkest depths of hell. I know what it's like to be in there. I know how hard it is to get out of it, but I also know how hard it is to stay in it. And it is hard to make the change. It is hard to make the choice to do something different. But nothing is going to change unless you do make that decision. No one is coming to save you. And that's where we get stuck in this bubble. We're in this bubble. We're feeling sorry for ourselves day in and day. And that's what it is. It's self-pity. It's victim mentality. And I know this will trigger a lot of people. I'm not knocking how it feels to be depressed and anxious. I've been there. I know what it's like. But I also know what it's like when we're literally just feeling sorry for ourselves. We can choose to change our state any moment of the day. For example, a simple thing of scrolling on your phone every day, that's a choice. But how do you feel after doing that? You feel like fucking shit because of the energy you're taking on from that. I used to do that. I have made the decision not to do that anymore. We're one decision, one choice away from change. And it is hard. It is hard to change out of the lifestyle we know. It's hard to break out of the anxiety and depression. I have been to the deepest, darkest depths of hell, and I know what it's like to be there. I know that it's hard to break out of. But we have that choice. We have the choice to stay there, or we have the choice to break out of it. A beautiful quote that I read. We have to walk through the valley of the shadow of death over and over and over again until we reach the mountaintop of our desires. That's the thing. We have to walk through it, not stay there. We're making the choice to stay in that miserable existence. And that's what it is. Years ago, when I first discovered the law of attraction, I was after coming out of another toxic relationship and I was miserable. I was crying all the time. I knew that relationship needed to end, but my inner child was crying out to be loved. She felt so alone. I felt so alone. I felt so isolated. I felt my life was after completely ending. I could not stop crying. And I'd been guided to buy The Secret, the book, The Secret, The Law of Attraction by Rhonda Byrne, a few months before. And that's the only thing that made me smile. So I made the choice. I said to myself, I keep crying and I hate feeling miserable, but this book kept making me smile. So I made the choice to read that book over and over and over and over again. And then I made the choice to incorporate all of the teachings in that book into my life. I made the choice to brainwash positivity back into my life from living an existence of pessimism for so long. You know what I mean? I'd suffered from depression and anxiety from my teenage years. And, it got worse and worse and worse through my toxic relationships. But because of the law of attraction, because of choosing to change my mindset, because of wanting to choose a better life for myself, I realized no one is coming to save us. The more we stay in that victim mentality, the more we stay in that miserable existence, the more we're kind of going, when is this going to change? Why is this happening to me? Why me? Like, and it is, you're feeling sorry for yourself. And I'm sorry if this triggers people. But literally, you literally add to your thoughts. Our thoughts are all powerful. They really are. If you keep saying, I'm miserable, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I can't get out of this bubble, no one will ever love me, I'm unworthy, I'm not worthy to be chosen, you know what that's going to do? That is going to send out an energetic vibration to the world that is true. And that is not going to change. And like, that's the beauty of our mind, right? We can be in this blackness, but we can brainwash ourselves into positivity again, because that was a brainwashing mentality. Living in that fear, that lack, the pain, it was what we were accustomed to. It's the conditioning that we've known. It's the brainwashing from generations that we've known. And we have the power within us to change that, like this. You know, and even if you're there wondering how you're ever going to change, lie to yourself. Tell yourself you're pretty. Tell yourself, and that's not a lie. It's not a lie. But because of how you feel about yourself, you would perceive it to be a lie. Because you feel you're ugly, you feel you're unworthy. But if you keep telling yourself that you're pretty, and which is actually true, because you are pretty, you are worthy, and you are beautiful, and you do deserve greatness. You know, so you're not lying to yourself, but you're lying to the lies in your head, if you get me. You're trying to re-brainwash yourself into positivity. So instead of choosing, like when you get up in the morning, don't choose to go on that phone and flick for 3 or 4 hours, because that's only going to make you depressed. You know, choose to do a little bit of exercise, choose to do a bit of meditation, choose to go for a walk, choose something that is good for your mental health. You know, we keep saying to ourselves, I can't heal, or I'm going to be like this forever, or I can't change. Like, you know, I keep having these mood swings, but I'll never be able to change. That is a choice you're making. And the more you tell yourself a certain thing, the more you're going to fucking believe it. And that's a fact. You keep telling yourself something, it's going to be true. But if you keep telling yourself something else, that would be true as well. So how about changing your words? Choosing to say, I am worthy. Choosing to say, I will find love. Choosing to say, I do deserve love. Choosing to say, I have purpose on this planet. Because you're literally choosing to stay in that box. You're choosing not to heal. You're choosing, you know, not to fix yourself. And I'm sick and tired of people saying I can't fucking heal, because everyone can fucking heal. You have a phone in your hand. You're literally adding to your mental health issues and your depression by scrolling on Facebook or Instagram every single day. You have the world of knowledge at your fingertips. You have the access to heal yourself at your fingertips through courses, through meditation, through seeking a life coach, through seeking a therapist. You don't even have to leave your home to book an appointment to better yourself. Even book a yoga retreat, or book something that is good, a meditation retreat. These are all ways you can heal yourself. And literally all you have to do is go on your phone and press book or press something to choose that. But instead you're spending all your days going through Facebook and feeling miserable because you're looking at other people's lives and you're comparing. We don't have to live in a miserable existence. We're choosing to do that. And you know, I've been through traumas. And if you want me to sit here and list my traumas and tell you how I've been through so much, but I chose to fucking heal from it. And I could list, the list will go on. And I've listed this to my friends before, not for pity, just to try and get them the fuck out of their little fucking bubble. I'm like, if I can heal from this shit, you can heal from this, your stuff. We all have the ability to come out of that darkness. You know, I remember, I was in a toxic relationship for 8 fucking years, right? And I wasn't listening to those guidances from the universe. I was choosing, and my dad said this to me, you chose to be in that relationship. I chose to be with a toxic narcissist, not because I said one day, oh, I want to be with this toxic guy. It was because of my unhealed, traumatic childhood that I attracted toxic relationship. But instead of listening to the voice within my soul and listening to the fact that I was unhappy, I drank and I drank and I drank and I drank. And drink disconnects you from your consciousness, so therefore it will lead you to be, you're disconnected. You don't listen to your thoughts. But I chose to drink every day instead of listening to my thoughts. And then the universe threw in a tower moment, and I had the biggest trauma of my life. And after that, my narcissistic ex became more toxic and more abusive towards me when he should have been nurturing me. And I chose to drink even more. And we had another fight, and I was literally standing there in the kitchen pouring raw vodka down my throat out of the bottle. And I, in my mind, did not want to live. But I looked down at my dogs and I went, oh shit. And I made that choice that day. I looked at them and I was like, it's not about me anymore. You know, I might be going through pain here, but my little girls need me. And it wasn't about me anymore. And I made the choice that day to change. Now, it wasn't easy. Don't get me wrong. I still finished the vodka, but I didn't do it in a destructive way. Well, I think all drinking is destructive, but I didn't do it with the intent of wanting to not wake up kind of thing. And I chose from then forward to try and better myself for my dogs. And you know, that was hard. Like, don't get me wrong. This is not easy. It's not easy to make change. This is what's wrong with our culture. We're afraid of change. We're so used to pain. We're so used to depression. We're so used to anxiety. We're so used to fear that we feel comfortable in it. And that's the problem. We're afraid of not being in pain because we don't know what it's like not to be in pain. And that's where the restriction, the resistance comes, is because we're in such pain our whole lives, even though we don't want to be in pain. It's so unknown. Happiness is so unknown. Freedom is so unknown. But that's the choice again. We're choosing to stay in the known because of fear of the unknown. But do you really want that? Do you really want every day to be the exact same? Do you really want to wake up miserable every single day? Do you really want to feel like you're unworthy of love? Do you know, and undeserving of something new in your life? This is not right. You know, we all deserve love. We all deserve purpose in this world. And we're all here for purpose. This is the thing, like, we have to realize that life happens for you, not to you. Like, I don't look back on my traumas and say, oh my God, I feel so sorry for myself. Oh, poor me, woe me. Like, why did the universe, why did God do this? I went through that trauma to make me the person I am today, so that I could help others who have suffered the way I have. So in a sense, it sounds weird, but I'm grateful for my past, because I don't know would I be as pure a person as I am now if I hadn't experienced that. We can turn our pain into our power. We can turn our mess into our message. You know what I mean? Like, we're choosing this victim mentality. We're choosing to feel sorry for ourselves. You know, use your pain to help others. We all have good hearts. A lot of the time when people have suffered trauma, have the purest of hearts. Use that to help this world. You know what I mean? Do you want to get to the end of your life and look and be alone and look back with regret that every day was the same and every day was miserable? Or do you want to make memories? Do you want to make purpose in your life? Do you want to help other people? Do you want to help yourself? You can do that. You can do that today. You can make a choice today to make a completely new life for yourself, completely new existence for yourself. And it's going to take hard work. But isn't it harder to live the way you're living? Isn't it harder to be this in this box of miserable anxiety, depression, fear? Isn't that harder than actually making a decision to take baby steps towards a better future? And that's what I did as well. And like, I relapsed. I allowed toxic energy back into my life. I was in a couple of toxic relationships in my 20s. And then I chose to stay single. I chose to stay single so that I could heal my heart and figure out what was going on. And I did. And a couple of years later, I decided, I'll start dating again. And then what happened? I attracted another narcissist. And at the same time, I had to leave a job due to a narcissistic boss. This is when I had a proper wake-up call and realised what I needed to heal. Because I asked myself, I was like, I was already healed. Why am I still attracting these people? I realised I had caused the pattern. And I chose to figure out why. I chose to figure out what I needed to heal within myself so that I could move forward better. Okay? So I chose to do that. I chose to learn. And that's the beauty. Oh my God. We have a vast universe around us. We are spiritual beings living a human existence. You have the world of knowledge at your fingertips. The internet is a blessing. It can be a curse, but it's also a blessing. We have the opportunity to learn more about ourselves, how we are created, how we tick, and how we can heal ourselves, and how we can be of service to this planet. But you're choosing not to learn. You're choosing not to grow. You're choosing not to move. And I'm sorry if I'm triggering people here. Like, I used to be triggered when people told me that I was choosing this existence, but I was choosing to drink. I was choosing to take drugs. I was choosing to smoke fags. I was choosing to be in toxic relationships. We're never trapped. And the hardest thing, the thing is as well, we have to choose to walk away from certain situations. We feel we're trapped in this toxic marriage, this toxic partnership. We think we're trapped in this toxic family relationship with a parent or a sibling, whatever. We think that because we've had history with these people, the same with a boss, because we were there so long, because we have history, or because we're related, we're blood, that we have an obligation to be in that toxic energy. No, fuck no. We do not have to put up with toxic people, toxic energy, or toxic fucking existences just because people are family, or just because we've been in that job a long time, or just because we've been in that relationship so long. We're choosing to be around that person because they're family. I spend too much time with my dad, who was low vibration, negative energy. I lost all will to live. I had a fear-based entity attached to me through him. My mental and physical well-being was gone. And I genuinely lost the will to live. Until one day I clicked again, and I looked at my dogs and I said, shit, I can't leave them. And that was my choice to better myself, for them to come out of that stupor and to walk away from my family. You know what I mean? The hardest decision I ever made was to walk away from my family. But I was choosing to stay in that toxic environment because of society telling you that blood is thicker than water. Blood is not thicker than water. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means your chosen family are the ones that will be with you to the end. We are choosing these existences because of what other people will think, because of what society will think. We do not have to put up with toxic behavior. We do not have to put up with toxic people. It doesn't matter if they're related to you. You are one choice away from a better life for yourself. One choice away from breaking away from that toxicity. And it is hard. It is fucking hard. But a year ago, back in March, the end of March 23, I made the hardest decision of my life to walk away from family. And I spent the last year and whatever, intensively having to re-nurture and heal all my stuff again. I'd already healed it, but it relapsed because I allowed toxic energy into my life. I made the decision to choose my health, to choose my mental and physical health over what was around me. And then in the process of that, I found my life purpose. You know what I mean? It was magical. And I'm happier now than I have been in such a long time. I'm healthier now than I have been in such a long time. I'm getting to help others because of the pain I went through. Instead of sitting there feeling sorry for myself, drowning in alcohol or drugs or fags or whatever, or the internet, fucking social media, I'm choosing better. And it took me a long time, up until the end of January. I was still on the phone every morning, literally making myself depressed every morning by going on social media. And I chose to change my state. I chose to get up out of bed before even looking at my phone. Well, first of all, the best thing to do before you even get out of bed, do not pick up that phone. Don't do it. Just don't. Sit there and feel gratitude for what you do have in your life, because gratitude would bring in more. Instead of saying, oh no, I have to get up today, or I have to do this, I have to do this, say that you get to do this. You're after waking up. You opened your eyes, you have a roof over your head, you've got food to eat. You know what I mean? You've got the weather is beautiful. You've got your dogs there to greet. You get to feed the birds. You know, you get to do these nice things and then get up and have your breakfast, do a little bit of exercise, do a little bit of meditation, have your shower, then pick up your phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the secret. Detach yourself from anything that lowers your vibration. Stop watching the fucking news. Do you know, people are like, oh, I have to watch the news because if I'll have nothing to talk about something happy. Jesus Christ. This, especially in Ireland, it's like the weather, the miserable weather. Well, let's talk about the news, or let's talk about the person who died lately. This is the only thing that fucking Irish people seem to want to talk about. Stop watching the news and stop being so fucking miserable. Do you know, the more you talk about rain, the more you're going to fucking have rain. No wonder it rains in this country the whole time. We're a nation of fucking warriors. Anyway, sorry. But we're choosing this mentality. So wake up every morning and feel gratitude. Do a little bit of exercise. Do some meditation. Do some yoga. These are all ways that you can heal yourself from the comfort of your own home. And choose to heal. Stop saying you can't fucking heal. We can all heal. We all have the ability to heal. You're choosing not to heal. If you say, I can't do something, you're actually saying, I won't do it. You know, there's a big, this is it. Like, we say, oh, I can't do this, can't do it. Yes, you fucking can. You just keep saying that you won't. We can all heal. And Jesus, like, I've done this before. I'll list out the fucking shit for you if you want. If I can come from the deepest, darkest depths of hell and create a better life for myself after suffering from anxiety and depression, after going through physical, emotional and sexual abuse, I've gone through all of it. I've gone through it. I know what it's like to be in that darkness. You can all come out of that. You really can. You can. Nothing is permanent. You don't have to stay in this miserable existence. You don't have to stay in that toxic dynamic that you're choosing to be in. You're not trapped. The only person that can trap you is yourself and your own ego mind. You need to break yourself out of that. Make that decision today. Use your phone to heal yourself. Use your phone for research. Figure out what makes you tick. Figure out why you're going through this pain. Figure out how you can heal that. Get yourself a therapist or a life coach. Get yourself, like, if you feel that it's too hard for you to do on your own, get that support. You can get that support from people. You know, I can help you. Come on the journey with me if this is what you feel called to do. I have dug my way out of that darkness. I am proof that you can do this. You just have to want to. And that's the thing, like, we get so comfortable in our pain. We're actually afraid to not be in pain. We're actually afraid of what it would be like to feel good. We're afraid of happiness. We're afraid of the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's sad, like. I was there before as well. You know, and it was only because of The Secret, the law of attraction, that I rebrainwashed myself and I realised that, like, and all the research I've done, that I realised that we choose to stay in this darkness because we know no different. And that's the sad part. But don't you want more for yourself? Don't you want to feel happy? Don't you want that loving relationship, that happy family, that career that you've always wanted? Don't you want to help others? You know, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help others. We didn't go through that trauma for no reason. We went through that trauma so that we can help others out of their trauma. You know what I mean? Like, we're not here to feel sorry for ourselves. We're here to turn our pain into our power and to guide others on their journey. That's why we went through it. We didn't go through it because we were being punished. We went through it so that we can help others who are going through the same thing. Trust that. You are one decision away, one choice away from creating a better life for yourself. You really are. You're choosing not to be able to heal. The more you tell yourself those lies, I'm unworthy, I can't heal, I will never have love, that more you are creating that energetic frequency. Change your words. I am worthy of love. I will attract that high vibe relationship. I will attract that career, that life purpose. Say it till you believe it. Our unconscious mind would believe everything we say to it. So even if you're taking the piss out of yourself and saying, oh, I'm stupid, or I'm unworthy, like if you're saying these negative words to yourself, even if you joke and say that, oh, I'm stupid, your unconscious mind believes this and you will become stupid. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in a verbally abusive relationship and the person keeps calling you a fat, useless cunt, you're going to eventually turn into a fat, useless cunt. And this happened to me. Because words are real. The more we speak negative to ourselves, the more we fucking believe it. So start speaking positive to yourself. Start speaking pure to yourself. And even if you don't believe those words, eventually your unconscious mind will believe them, and therefore then your conscious mind will believe it. So make that choice today. Make the choice to choose yourself, to choose your healing, to choose your growth. Use your phone for something other than social media, because social media is draining your energy and making you more depressed. Choose your meditation, therapy, coaching. You don't even have to leave your chair or your bed to actually start your healing journey. You have magic at your fingertips through your phone, through the internet. Right now, you can choose to find a way to heal yourself and come out of this darkness. Choose it. You literally are one choice away. You're choosing to stay stuck. You are choosing to feel trapped. That's a choice. And I'm sorry if I'm triggering you, but this is a choice. I was choosing to continue down the road I was going down. Yes, it was because of unhealed trauma. Yes, it was because of my past. But I chose to step out of that, and I chose to heal those reasons for doing these things, those addictions, etc. And I chose to find out why I felt these things. I chose to heal the reasonings behind those things. And I chose to discover myself. And I chose to put my health first. And then the universe brought in magic into my life. And is continuing to bring magic into my life. We had to make these hard decisions to walk away from these people, but these energies, these environments, but it's the best decision you'll ever make. It really is. So you are literally one choice away from that magical new beginning. One choice away from a new life. One choice away from happiness. One choice away from being healed. One choice away from healing that trauma. One choice away from moving out of that darkness into light. One choice away from moving out of fear into love. And you will attract all the abundance you've ever wanted if you choose today to heal. If you choose today to make that new life for yourself. And it is hard. And if you need help, I'm here. Reach out to me. I can help you. I have been there. I've come out of it. And I can show you the way. But this is your decision. Your choice today. Do you want something better for yourself? Do you want love? Do you want happiness? Do you want purpose? Do you want fulfillment? Because I promise you, it is right there. After a little bit of hard work on releasing that trauma, you will get to where you want to be. So make that decision today. Choose yourself. Choose your healing. Choose your growth. Choose your future. Choose to get to the end of your life and feel fulfillment, feel joy, and feel happiness. And to be surrounded by people that you love. Because if you continue the way you're going, you will continue to be alone. You will continue to be miserable. And you will continue to be in darkness. So make that choice today. Choose your healing, choose your growth, and choose your happiness. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you would like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help you on your path. Thanks.